Howdy, howdy. Picking up right where she left off. Yeah, don't tell me you forgot where we left off. You forgot where we stopped. This is exactly where we stopped last time. Wait, I'll give you guys the previously on. Actually, wait a sec. I want to adjust my position. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Calm down, lady. There we go. All right, now I can give you the last time on Policenauts. She's adjusting her position too. Whoa, okay. Certainly was an adjustment. All right, so last time on Policenauts. What do we do? We interviewed a bunch of people. We talked to a bunch of people. We talked to Meryl, who is, I believe, from home. She's a terrestrial, but she's here, and she's kind of a badass. We talked to, what was his name? David, the blonde kid. Who was born here, but he's kind of like an Earth otaku. Like, he definitely wishes he was from Earth and wants to go to Earth and live on Earth. We were gaming. Yeah, that's true. That's our spot. Please move. No, I'm cozy. And then we discovered we had the plant analyzed. Oh yeah, we met our crazy coroner, who's like my favorite guy now. And he had like, what, 30,000 people's worth of blood on his shirt or something. And he has an AI version of Gorbachev named Gorby, and he analyzed the leaf and the pills for me. And the leaf was the leaf of a plant that I believe is used to make some kind of drug that's really popular here, but there's no way that he could have like gotten the plant, because the quarantine is really hardcore. There's no way he could have gotten the plant through quarantine, so they're thinking it came from here. Except it's now just occurring to me that I literally brought it on a space shuttle, like, in my hand, and I showed it to the guy sitting next to me and nobody said anything. So I'm unclear why he would have had a hard time smuggling it, but you know, it's an adventure game. And then the pills were all kind of run-of-the-mill. I think there was like, it was for just like various ailments, but there was nothing really special about them, except that some of them were missing parts of the crest on the pill, the Tokugawa crest. It was like missing a leaf part, but a different leaf part for each of the pills. So it might be kind of a message somehow. And we found out that on either the day he disappeared or close to the day he disappeared, he was dropping off, was it like experimental medicine, or was it just a regular medicine delivery? What was that? Cables don't fail me now. But I think he was dropping off some kind of like new drug at the hospital. And so we asked Chris here, former model, who's now the director of medicine here. Breakfast, thank you for the subscription. we talked to Chris here, and she was like, yeah, he that would go to our pharmacist, our department of pharmacy, which just so happens to be connected to my office for some reason. So I think now we can go talk to the pharmacist and basically try to find out why Hojo was here, what he was dropping off, if anything suspicious may have happened, if he was acting suspicious. We also found out that my ex-waifu from a past life whose daughter really hates me because apparently her mom, my ex-waifu, just like longed after me forever, and it made her relationship with her husband really difficult. And I am thinking from the timeline and the fact that she really needs a bone marrow transplant but can't find a match, I am thinking that there's a chance I may be her father, which happens sometimes. And I, near the end of his life, her dad, scare quotes, was avoiding her in the house. Like, he didn't want to be around her, which I think he found out that she was my daughter. And so he was avoiding her. But that part's just my theory. That's not a last time on. That actually happened to at the place where I work now. I had a boss before my current boss, and on my very first day at the office, years and years ago, my very first day working there, I showed up and I had a pretty successful first day, and I went to leave for the night, and I was like, hey, I'm heading out. And he was like, oh, before you go, do you want to see a picture of my daughter? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he was like an older guy, and so I was like, oh, she'll probably be like my age. And she was about my age. And so he showed me a picture of her, and I was like, oh wow, she's so pretty. And he was like, yeah, I found out about her 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh. Like, what do you say to that? It's GG's. I was like, oh wow, like, there's no good response. Apparently he like eloped. He just like eloped with some lady along, well, however old I am. He eloped with a lady on like an island in Greece. Oh dear. Okay, hold it together. Hold it together, Sega Saturn. Yeah, he eloped with a lady on an island in Greece and then like quickly got divorced, but she like had a kid and like with him and didn't tell him. And then he was like, well, it's GG's, I guess I have a daughter so many years later now. 50 years ago in the mid-70s? Wow. Wow. But they seemed like cool with each other. She had a cool dog that she'd bring around. And he would always be like, this is my daughter I just found out about. I was like, you don't need to introduce her like that. You just tell me your name. Like, I get the context. Alright. Gloves. Boo boo. Boo boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're ready to play. We're ready to play. Oh yeah, she like had a certain scent about her that was significant. Lavender. I thought that was kind of suspicious. There we are. I thought that was kind of suspicious and gonna be like a thing. Like we're gonna smell lavender at an inopportune time later and be like, Did I look at everything in here? Oh, I can go to the pharmacy, that's right.
じゃ、薬局を見せてもらうよ。
どうぞ、そこの扉よ。あ、ジョナサン。
なんだい？
そのタバコ、なんとかならない？
これか？
It's not lit.
医者としては黙認できないんだけど。
香水好きの女性としてなら黙認できるだろう。
オッケーよ。脅迫がうまいわね。
Sorry.
男と女の駆け引きさ。
So the other thing is multiple people have said, oh, this guy looks suspicious.
薬なら窓口で。心配はいらない。俺たちは BCP のものだ。理事長の許可は得た。
Thank you for the hydration.
警察？
石田さんでしょ？薬局の責任者の。
はあ。僕は石田純だけど。
僕は。
一応ここの薬局を任されてるけど。で、どんな要件なんだい
？How are you? I'm good! I'm just happy I'm playing Policenauts. I was really like craving it after last time. The other thing is multiple people have said, so he has a cigarette in his mouth and he's not allowed to light it on the station because there's just like no smoking on the station. But multiple people have made the comment like, you didn't smoke before you disappeared. Like, why do you smoke now? And he hasn't really given an answer, so I think that's a little bit suspicious. Like, why does he suddenly... And it's the fact that multiple people have said it that makes me... I feel like Kojima doesn't leave breadcrumbs where there's no bread to be found. He's gotta have an image as a detective, that's true. Is the Tokugawa symbol or somebody else's symbol? They want to be sure people remember who you work for, huh? Everything changes when you see this. Let me look at your... I can smell him! It's a Tokugawa employee ID. You can't move about any Tokugawa facility or use any of our equipment without one of these. Talk about a bitch. So what can I help you with? Hold on, I want to smell you first. Sniff, sniff. What's that I smell? You mean like a rat? No, I mean like what on earth is that stench? Guess it's the drugs. You really think it smells in here? You still haven't told me why you're here. What smells? Is it him? Is that why he can't, or is he just used to whatever the smell is in here? Look at all the drugs in this place. We got almost all the hospital's drugs here. I take them over to the window whenever someone needs something. How do you manage so many? That terminal there, not something you see every day, huh? We handle all data by computer here. Can we keep the chit-chat to a minimum and get down to it, officers? Like to play emulated games that just don't have a PC. I don't really play emulated games for the most part. Even this, I'm running off of a Sega Saturn. That's why the visuals keep glitching, because my cable's fucked. Because I got a questionable cable from a questionable source. So this is running off of a real Sega Saturn. Iconic cable from a dear friend. So this is running off of a real Sega Saturn. It's just that it's the fan translation. I have to run the fan translation because I really can't play the Japanese version. I still like my beef PC has only really been working since, what was it, like? Was it like fall? Like late summer, early fall of last year is when we finally got the PC working for real. And I still haven't really played that many PC games on it. I feel really bad. I just love my consoles. I don't know, I just really... Yeah, you've never played a super fancy PC game on stream? Yeah, I know. I need to. I think the most demanding game that I've played on my PC to stream so far is Final Fantasy XI. I was running that issue for all my retro consoles. Nobody makes a decent S-video cable these days. I know. Well, that's the thing is that I usually have to ask my friends for cable recommendations because they tend to be smarter about it and better about it than me. And in this case, I do not know if I agree on the quality of this cable. But it's the best I got to work with right now. After Papa Moose worked his ancient magics on it. I know, he'd be so disappointed in me. I need to pick like a beefier PC game and play it for real so that we can push it to the limit. I need to finally commit. I don't know. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the console hustle. And it just feels so nice when you like boot it up and nothing goes wrong for the most part. Builds super fancy PC, plays blotch around Final Fantasy 11. Yeah, that's accurate. You had a beef PC gauntlet, right? Yeah, it was rough. But it's fine. But it seems it's working now. Once Pop Moose like adjusts, I don't remember what he said he did. It was something with like overclocking certain things because things weren't running at the same speed or something was creating a bottleneck. I cannot remember. With a gun to my head, I could not tell you what it was he said he did. I need to like bring a notepad when I talk to him. Jot it all down. Can send you my spare Saturn S video cable if you want to try something else. It's fine for now. It works as long as I don't touch it. I think I might have jostled it a little before stream. And I think that's why it's bugging out a little bit, but hopefully it's not a huge issue. Time to play the Oblivion remaster like everyone else. No, I gotta finish Skyrim first, then I'll play Oblivion. I have to play them in reverse order. I'm gonna end in Arena. Wait, what's the first one? That'll be the last one I play. Don't look at it. Eye contact can knock it out of place. Yeah, for real, for real. Speaking of Final Fantasy 11, you guys gotta play. Anyway, it's a one-touch quick tie. Young people today are more about function than form. It's made with shape memory alloy fiber. He loves memory alloy. You can tie the knot simply by running a low voltage electric current through it. The group makes everyone wear a tie. Kind of old fashioned if you ask me. So what can I help you with? All right, I'll talk to you for real now. Wait, what if I just go on your computer? This is the same thing they had at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, isn't it? Of course, this links to the Tokugawa group via network. It's called the T-Gear 99. Everyone in the group uses it. Only Tokugawa employees can log on to it. And us. Because we have a cool ID card now. Why you look so mad?
徳川製薬の北条健三氏に関してなんだが。北条さん？あの人が何か？行方不明なんだ。そうなの。そういえばここんとこ見なかったな。知ってるんだな。知ってます。
If you're going in reverse order, shouldn't be the previous Skyrim release before Oblivion? Yeah. So I have to finish Skyrim, and then I can play Oblivion, and then I can play Morrowind, and then I can play... Is it Daggerfall? And then I can play Arena. I do want to play Oblivion though. I don't know if I want to show him the ID card. Yeah, that's Hojo. That is wife. Yeah. Hojo's personality. What kind of person is Hojo? I couldn't tell you much about him. We only know each other through work. He's a traditional Japanese type of guy, different from Beyonds like me. It's not like him to just disappear. You might say he's a little too serious, and that turns people off. For something like this to happen, sigh. We aren't that close. We've always stuck to business. He's a businessman. Any idea what might have happened to him? Not really. He's not the type to take off like that. But a number of the terrestrials who come here end up going a little screwy and skip out. The rate of mental illness here is several times higher than the bases in Antarctica. Jesus. That seems really dangerous. The guy at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals brought that up too. I'm a Beyond, so I don't get it. It's been a good while since the last time he was here. I wonder what happened to him. Have you tried checking spaceplane passenger lists? If he hasn't left Beyond, something real bad must have happened to him. It's harder for someone to stay hidden here than on home. Close to impossible, really. Space madness, yeah. Think you beat Skyrim VR and original console release Skyrim and Switch Skyrim and all the other Skyrims? Yeah, I'll just play every Skyrim release in reverse order before I get to Oblivion. It's Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' newest DDS, a capsule that's distributed throughout the body, even in weightlessness. That's right, K9 is like, that's the new drug, is K9. And it has that very specific delivery system on it. How does it work? It uses the difference in osmotic pressure between areas of the body to control the release of a drug. Gravity doesn't play a factor at all. Hojo is bringing samples of it over. I wonder if that's what I got from Lorraine. Is it that big a development? Yep. Well, something that uses osmotic pressure isn't that new, but the one in K9 is by far the most effective. May we take a look at the K9 you have here? Unfortunately, there's none left. Oh. How nice. How convenient. When was the last time you saw Hojo? Let me think. It was the last K9 delivery, so that would have been the 15th. Delivery? I thought K9 wasn't on the market yet. They're only samples for data gathering. Okay, so it is samples. The 15th.
その日の北条はあの時は K9 を3セット持ってきて
ちょっと待った
3 sets?
徳川製薬のホワイトボードには100セットって書いてあったぞ
そんなバカなただのサンプルですよ100セットもどうするんです患者に配るんですか発売前の薬をなるほどおかしいな残りの97セットはどこへ彼に変わったところはそういえば何か怯えていたようないつもは冷静な人なんだけど感情的だったなこれから徳川会長に会ってくるって本人はそう言ってましたよ
So there's 97 that we don't know where they are. Anything else? He definitely acted different, but that's all that comes to mind. It's a worry for me too. We haven't finished the K9 study yet. The company won't talk to me. Then the hospital's been on my case about it. This thing's all kinds of trouble. At least now I know why Hojo hasn't been around. Tokugawa.
徳川会長あの貞興か
会長は僕らには雲の上の存在だよ面識もほとんどないでも北条さんは違ってたなよく会長に食事に招待されてたみたいだから会長は大の日本人びいきなんだ
相変わらずレイシストだな
昔からあいつはそうだった人種に偏見を持っていた北条さんのこと会長なら何か知ってるかもね
Tokugawa. I've never spoken with him at length. We chatted briefly when I joined the company, but that's about it. Whereabouts?
貞興にはどこに行けば会える
会長なら徳川ビルにいるよコロニーの支柱が徳川グループのシンボリックビルになってるんだ通常は支柱プロップって呼ばれてる
プロップ
会長はいつもそこにいるはずだよそのプロップなら知ってるビヨンドで有数の名所だ
エドそこへ行ってみよう
Ishida. Me? Not much to say, really. I was born and raised on Beyond, graduated from university here, got my pharmacist license, then joined Tokugawa. Yeah, I noticed you don't have a home accent. We still don't have a separation of the medical industry on Beyond. Pharmacists like me aren't held in very high regard here. Our only options are either to join a company or a hospital pharmacy. A pharmacy? I bet the folks on home would be surprised to hear about what goes on here. The only ones who benefit from this system are people like Tokugawa and the doctors. They pump Beyonds full of drugs they don't need, and those fools are happy to keep paying for them. The more drugs we dish out, the more the drug companies and hospitals make. Not to mention the insurance companies. That's the way the whole system is designed. Then this is what happens to guys like me. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa Group on Beyond. It supports a set of the colony's surface stripes and windows, figuratively, if not literally. I love the translation choices in this Fanta. So we want to go... I think I asked about everything. Maybe I could ask about it one more time. Fortunately for me, I was able to join Tokugawa since I'm a Nisei. But they go and send me to this damn hospital. Fucking insult.
なんだか徳川に不満があるようだね。
不満？そりゃあるさ。俺は北条さんとは違う。
徳川の人間でも不満はあるのか。
徳川には徳川にしかわからない内部事情があるんだ。
You gonna expand on that one at all? You hear stories about him, but you can't always believe what you hear. We certainly don't have a direct relationship or anything. Okay, that's all he's gonna say. I don't think I can futz with anything else in here. You've got an incredible supply here. They must really fill a lot of prescriptions. What's your picture? Oh, it's not a picture. It's drugs. The answer was drugs.
どうも。これで失礼するよ。
出口はそっちだ。
失礼します。
刑事さん。
The man slouched any harder, he'd implode. Come on, man! That stressed me out. Did you learn anything? Maybe I can ask her. Chris? Yeah? Whoa. Okay, so I can ask about... I think I asked about some of these things already, but let's just see if there's anything new. The 15th. Seems Hojo was here on the 15th. The 15th? Let's see. The 15th. I wasn't here that day. I was away attending a medical conference. What kind of conference? One to do with organ transplantation. Oh well. Ishida should have been here that day. Yeah, he was. That's the other thing is, I feel like organ transplants are coming up a lot. And like, ways to transplant organs and ways to grow organs. And of course there's the Frozeners who have their own thing going on, and the white blood, and there's just a lot of things happening. Those organs are in high demand. Yeah, he's less suspicious than I was expecting him to be. He's a Nisei Beyond. He hasn't got much of a personality, really. None of them do. I only talk to him when it's work-related. What did you think of him? Kind of a glum guy, don't you think? Doesn't seem like he tries very hard, that's for sure. But be nice to him. Oh, no more to say about that. Maybe Tokugawa? Most medical products used on Beyond are made by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. I'd be lying if I said we don't have some sort of relationship. Tokugawa Building. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa Group on the colony. You should go there sometime. It's one of Beyond's most famous places. Well, I'm about to go there right now, pretty lady. I'm just trying to refresh myself. The only real problem would be the shortage of donors. The only place you'll find cyborgs now, for now, are movies and video games and the like. We can't play God at everything, perhaps. All right. Maybe we should go to the Tokugawa building? Thanks for your time, Doctor. We're back in the lobby. We most certainly are. Leave. So I assume we go to the Tokugawa building now. We're outside BCCH. Can you believe Chris runs this entire place? I don't envy her. I do. Imagine the paycheck. Alright, so we drive, and let's go to the Tokugawa building.
ジョナサン、徳川ビルに向かうぞ。行けばわかるが、文字通りこのビヨンドを象徴するところだ。ビヨンドへの観光客は必ず見に行く。そして徳川の力に圧倒される。
I think about how fat her paycheck is. That'll make you feel a bit better for her.
あの支柱が徳川本社ビルだ。
なるほど。確かにあの支柱にこのコロニーが支えられているように見える。
コロニーの地表面とウィンドウ面をつないでいる。
Oh.
お前の言う通り、徳川は俺たちの手には負えんかもしれんな。
おじけづいたか、ジョナサン。
俺はビヨンドについても徳川についても何も知らない。
その分俺が知ってる。そのためのパートナーだ。
その根性なら安心だ、相棒。
Eyeball. We're eyebos now. Partner.
ここが
Holy
徳
crap.
川本社ビル。通称プロップだ。
コロニーの天と地を支える支柱、プロップか。
Woohoo! Pretty overwhelming, isn't it? As you can see, it's more or less built into the colony, a pillar in more ways than one. Chris was right. There's no denying it's an incredible place. It's obviously why it's so popular.
それじゃ徳川ビルへ入るぞ。
Kojima, please, we need a cool prequel with these two in LA. I agree. So thank you for the hydrate.
ここがビルのフロントだ。建築史上有名なところだ。
There's a girl sitting there. She must be the receptionist. Why don't we go talk to her? I'll tell you how you can help me. Well, hello there, sugar tits. Thanks, I guess. I'll only be a moment. I would have to say a D. This is nuts. D, of course, meaning cup size, rather than the lower end of an A to F grading scale. What do you think you're doing? For God's sake, Jonathan, anywhere but here.
BCP のものだが、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだな。
警察の方？はあ、なんでしょう。
I'll tell you how you can help me. I hate wearing this with people like you around. What about me? Allow me to apologize, miss. Those earrings look heavy. If you look closely, you can see they have the Tokugawa logo on them. Your earrings too? Wow. More style than Meryl's earring, huh? No, Meryl's earring's cool. It's a bullet she got shot with. How cool is that? She's got a flirty face. Like the kind... Jonathan. Jonathan. Where's the spray bottle? What a uniform. So this is the power of the Sega Saturn. What's this over here? That's a display of select Tokugawa Group companies. The Tokugawa Group is divided into 138 companies. Its main divisions include Tokugawa Heavy Industries, Tokugawa Electronics, Tokugawa Construction, Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, Tokugawa Foods, and Tokugawa Mining. We've already been there, but we'd like to know more about Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Its main focus is the development of new drugs and substances in zero gravity. I can see Ishida's point. They slap a pretty picture on the whole thing, but at the end of the day, they're still making a fortune pumping Beyond with drugs. So true, Jonathan. It's a holographic print of the Tokugawa logo, just in case you didn't see it on the way in. She's like a walking advertisement for the place. Why don't they just tattoo it on her face while they're at it? Our logo has become a fashion item here. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Tourists from home often buy clothes and stuff with it when they're here. Interesting. Ask about if she's single? Tell us about President Tokugawa. The president came to Beyond as one of the Policenauts, later becoming head of the Tokugawa Group. He's also currently director of the International Space Promotion Agency, a very important man. What's your opinion of the president? Some don't speak very highly of him, but they're just jealous of his success. I have complete faith in him. We'd like to speak with President Tokugawa. Where is he right now? Do you have an appointment? I wouldn't mind making an appointment with you. It's rather sudden, so no, we don't. I'm sorry, but in that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? Can you let us through to see him? He's here, isn't he? President Tokugawa is currently out on business related to Beyond's anniversary. He's extremely busy at the moment. Okay. We'd like to know about a man called Kenzo Hojo. He's an employee with Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. We need to know when he was last here. Mr. Hojo? Sorry, I don't know him. You know his employee ID number? I have his ID on me. No, but we have a picture of him. Show this. This man is Kenzo Hojo. Do you recognize him? He doesn't look familiar, no, but I couldn't be sure. Show her the ID card? That's a Tokugawa ID card, yes. What about it? Can you get his ID, his employee ID number off of it? Lady? I truly don't know anyone by that name. He may have been here before, but if he was, he didn't make a lasting impression. Woof! What about records of any visits? Yes, I would be able to check those.
重要なことなんだ。15日の午後、北条健三という人物がこのビルに来てるはずなんだが。
待ってください。何しろ来客が多いもので、一人一人については来客記録を見てみます。ここから中に入る人は必ず来社時間と退社時間を記録しているはずですから。ありました。はい。確かに15日の16時に北条健三さんが来社されています。記録によるとそのまま会長室にお通ししています。
ということは、貞興もその時間にここにいた。
退社時間は？
退社時間はあれ？おかしいですね。消えています。退社時間は記録にありません。この記録によると北条さんはまだこのビルに来ていないことになりますね。
他に出口は？
非常用の出入り口はいくつもありますが、チェックシステムを抜けることは容易ではありません。
つまり北条の痕跡はここでぷっつりと切れているってわけか。
このビル内に幽閉されているか、あるいはただならぬ方法で外に出たか。
My man is crammed into a vent somewhere.
この状況で会社から捜索願いが出ていないのはおかしすぎる。
徳川が臭いな。
そんな、おかしいですね。
That is pretty okashi desu ne. This information is absolutely correct. The police system reads each employee's personal ID card. It doesn't make mistakes. It also performs a voice print scan, retinal scan, and fingerprint scan. Where did I get his ID card from? Because he would have needed his ID card to get in here, presumably? Maybe it's not. Is it his ID card? I thought it was his. Did we pick it up at his house? And then, like, how did it get from here to his house? Unless he has more than one ID card, but that seems weird. Didn't his daughter give it to you? Maybe? Either way, I obviously didn't get it here, which is the last place he was, presumably with the ID card. This could very well be the first time this has happened. Is he one of our employees? Yeah, he's been posted to BCCH from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. The name doesn't ring a bell. Can you check on him like Hojo? Just a moment. Yes, we do have an employee by that name. Are there any records of him having been here? Let's see. Not in the last several years. No, my man just does his job and goes home. Good for him. The prop, in addition to functioning at the Tokugawa Group's headquarters here, is also one of the most widely known examples of space architecture, likened symbolically to a pillar supporting the colony, hence its name. The surface side contains employee offices, the reception hall, the all-purpose hall, the auditorium, the situation room, and the president's office. It also has the garden, one of the main features of the prop. The building's air conditioning, heating, lighting, disaster control system, and employee management system are all run by computer. Uh-oh. The window side contains most of the building's parking garages, the security room, the disaster control center, and the motor room, among other areas. Okay. All information here is processed by an 800 gigabyte per second super high-speed optical fiber LAN and satellite connection. The garden. The garden is our zero-gravity event area located in the center of the building. It's accessible via linear elevator. It's a linear elevator. Consists of an open area covering 20 floors, offering unobstructed views of the entire colony. It's often used for parties and other functions. I think that's all. That's all I got for her. Let me in to see the boss man. I'm gonna hack your computer. That's a terminal the receptionist uses. I'm hacking it right now. This is linked to the building's network. Maybe I have to go hack in having an appointment. Larry! Get an elevator. Let's go ahead. Sadaoki's gotta be up there. May we? Wait, do you have a search warrant? Maybe. Pick a number. I don't need a warrant with Sadaoki. Stop! This is awkward. No, I gotta go. Forget this. We'll find Sadaoki ourselves. You want me to call the police? I am the police, bitch! We are the police! Only a body search warrant. Let's move! I said stop! No can do! They're just like, go get a fucking warrant.
いいですか？人を呼びますよ。
ジョナさん、まずいぞ。
しつこいと本当に人を呼びますよ。
本気みたいだぞ、ジョナさん。
Fine! Be that way. By the way, your boobs were a D on a grading scale from A to F. Take that. What's this? That's a kabuto, a traditional Japanese samurai helmet. Fits Tokugawa's image, all right. I think maybe we have to go front desk, get an elevator. Wrecked. We're outside the building. I think I need to get myself an appointment, maybe? Think we can sneak in and use that computer now that I have the ID? Or maybe the security guard might have gone on break or something and I can break into the back room. Sneaky, sneaky! I don't think we're gonna get anything else out of here. Oh, does that mean... Oops. Does that mean there is nothing here? Let's see what happens. Look, our boy's still there. Back again. Our thick friend. Can you take us to the DDS room again? Do I have a choice? Our thick martial arts master. Well, what do you want to see? Want to see this? Computer. Can't use it, officers. Why not? Why not? I want to. Let me use it because I want to. Well, he said I don't think there's anything else here. Ishida has a computer that's connected to the system. He did make a point of saying it's connected to the whole system. Hope Chris is around. Yeah, I bet you do. Just remember why we're going. I just feel like whatever, we have to do something that gets us an appointment. In the system. Time to see Chris again. I mean, time to look for more clues. He's so real for this. I can't get over the size of this place. You won't find a better hospital here. Not just in terms of treatment facilities, but patient capacity. Numbers of doctors and nurses, you name it. The lobby was smaller than I'd imagined. Their main focus is more toward hospitalized patients than outpatients. Many of their patients are people seeking treatment beyond what you get elsewhere. They've got several state-of-the-art facilities you can't find anywhere else on the colony. One of them being the 0G ward. I forgot about the 0G ward. We're in the lobby. What do you want to do? Forgot about all the people. These people won't know Hojo. Who's this guy at the counter? Was he here last time? Oh, okay. Director's office. You like, get me in. Hey, come on in. What's up this time? Help me talk to Tokugawa. Oh, I can touch her again. Hold still. There's a fly on you now. I'm sure she believes you. Oh, brother. Oh, she's bigger than the stewardess. Not quite as big as the Tokugawa receptionist, though. The receptionist here has some competition. He's keeping a tier list of yiddies. Chris, go ahead. Tokugawa. Herp. We do have a business relationship, but I don't know him personally. Herp. Been there a few times myself. It's an incredible place, Jonathan. Yeah, we were there. You're right. You can't deny the allure, even if you don't like the guy. Yeah, the prop is the main thing supporting this place. In an economic sense, maybe. Yeah, but how do I get in? Oh, let me talk to Ishida. Or maybe I can, like, break into Ishida's computer. Can we nip through to the pharmacy again? Yeah, go ahead. I don't think we're gonna find anything else. Ed! Forgot to ask him something, did you? What do you want this time? Did you meet with President Tokugawa? No, we didn't get the chance. Doesn't surprise me with how busy he is all the time. Here. Now I see why Chris wears her perfume. Is it that bad? He's got one of those real Japanese faces. It doesn't seem like he knows anything else. Mr. Ishida? Yeah? Yep. Got no reason to go there. Got this presence. I don't know how else to describe it. Exactly. People here, I bet you that's the main reason they joined Tokugawa. That's what the thing does to him. It did it to me before, anyway. Before what? Can I use your computer? Don't mind us. We're just gonna poke around a little. Yeah, nice try. God damn it, Ishida! I don't care if you are the police. If something got out, it's me who'd be on the chopping block. They didn't let us use it at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals either. What do you expect? That's our R&D, for Christ's sake. Just let me use it. Sorry, but it's privileged data. Just let me use it. No, I'm so cooked. Maybe I just have to get them to call security. Refrigerated storage closet. Unlike over-the-counter drugs, a lot of hospital drugs don't contain any preservatives. If you don't keep them in a temperature-controlled environment, they spoil pretty quick. Let me use your computer. Who else has a computer? My goose is cooked. Maple tier list afterwards includes Snatcher too. I feel like for me, like Chris is at the top of the tier list so far, but Jonathan is like the Tokugawa receptionist. Titties are bigger or whatever, but I'm like, you have to consider the whole woman, you know? And I feel like Chris is like the whole package, and the Tokugawa receptionist is a bitch. You weren't in there long, yeah, because I couldn't learn anything. Chris, help. Chris, help. Sorry. I just saw a boog. Getting to that time of year. I saw a bug and I immediately got scared. Sometimes they get really attracted to my light in here, but it doesn't look too crazy yet. So I do have like a blue light zapper thingy, and they're probably all flying into that, fortunately. I have to like call my, I have a pest control couple of fellas. They just like kind of spray my screens and it helps a lot. I might need to do that. My first midstream bug I've had since last summer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. She perhaps just didn't like immediately being groped. That's not my problem. Maybe I can show her? I'm surprised they lent that to you. Yeah, me too. It looks like your typical serious Tokugawa employee. Okay. She doesn't have a lot to say. Did I show the ID card to Ishida? But they said that he probably didn't have anything else to say. Shouldn't have evicted the mega spiders? No, I don't feel bad about that. They can stay gone. I'm good. I'm good on them. I can deal with the bugs that crop up just fine. They I cannot deal with. Let's see. Yeah, it's the fact that my pest dude came and I like showed him the spider and he was like, that's too big. Like his immediate reaction was like, that's too big. And I was like, you're the pest control guy. If you say something's too big, like, I don't want to hear that from you. Just get rid of it. I feel like we really, like, pounded the pavement here. Who would have a computer with access? Have a business relationship. K9. Oh! Oh, did I not ask her about K9 before? You ever heard of K9? K9? Maybe it's part of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals K series? I know about the ones up to K8, but this is the first I've heard of a K9. Tokugawa's DDS drugs became particularly famous after they developed the first SAS medicine for astronauts. It's a patch you stick behind the ear. It's the only thing that comes to mind is Tokugawa's K series. Okay, well, that's all she has to say about that. I did look at, like, her books and stuff, right? Organ transplantation. I don't know if there's anything else significant. Oh yeah, there was this weirdness where she was like, yeah, that's not my baby. It's just me with a baby, but it's not my baby. And I was just like, it's David. He's a cute little guy. Thanks for your time, doctor. See ya. Did you show the receptionist your wad of cash? See, I think she would have been okay with me if I could have showed her my wad of cash. Are there computers over here I can steal? Approach. Mind if we have a second? Can I use your computer, sweet cheeks? Oh, you guys again? How can I help you? I didn't know you were still here. You really put in a lot of hours. What happened with the director? Did you speak with her? Yeah. What a knockout. And she's an old friend of ours, as it turns out. Can I use your computer? No. Can I use the Butterface's computer? No. Can you help me? Can you please limit our conversation to your investigation? I have work to do here myself. She's solid as a rock. Got your work cut out for you. So I've asked all those. I don't think there's anything I can do. Kojima. Kojima, help. That baby must have lore. Oh, 100%. Can you get a warrant from the chief who hates you? Maybe? Maybe I do just have to go back to BCP and, like, report in, basically. That's a decent thought. Oh, and I'm all freaked out about bugs. Do not come into my house. You will die every time. We're back at the station. Alright, let's go. Go inside. I still want to, like, hang out in one of those cool mechs. Where was he? He was in the AP room, right? Maybe I can ask Meryl to just, like, go shoot up the place. Help. Give me a warrant. Warrant, please. What's the matter? Did something happen? Warrant, please. Chief? What is it? Ask about a warrant! Is there... I guess... I don't know. Can I ask about... No, the jurisdiction over OLA here. There's nothing we can do. Narc. Narc. Unfortunately, Narc is everywhere on Beyond. We have an anti-Narc team in AP, but it just continues to spread. That big a problem, huh? They were talking about it on the news as well. A large percentage of the crimes which occur here are related to narc. People have said that Tokugawa is involved with drugs, haven't they? I know what you're talking about. We weren't able to prove a thing. How much pressure does Tokugawa put on you? Look, he's got more power than every politician here put together. We've got stringent checks in place to try and prevent any drug smuggling. It can't be that easy transporting something like that into a space colony. And yet the numbers keep going up. Strange, I know. Okay. Can you... Erp. Is that a Tokugawa ID? No need to worry, we're only borrowing it. Is there any kind of computer I could use in here? I feel like this guy won't help me. Nice. Let me try forensics. The protagonist of this game, anime Mel Gibson. What brings you guys here? Gorby, help. How's life, Gorby? Sometimes I'm glad he can't talk. Probably wouldn't shut up. Quite the machine, isn't he? Yeah, if I was an OLA, all that would have taken a week. Doctor? What is it? Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals? Is that new? Had a lot of good results, but you don't hear very nice stories about what goes on behind the scenes. What did you think of them? Well, we talked to somebody there, but there was something kind of fishy about him, come to think of it. What? Are we talking about Ishida? What was fishy about Ishida? That's an optical ID, isn't it? I guess they really do have a lot of money to throw around if they're not satisfied with an IC card. Yeah, can you help us? Gorby, if I give you this card, can you do something cool? I am struggling. Let's go to Vice. Be back later, Doctor. My name's Victor. We're back at Vice. Any developments? In a way. Dave? Yeah? Narc. I saw a news story on Narc on my flight here. It's not easy getting Narc off the streets. AP's been on it, but it might be too big a thing even for them. We were talking to Gates about Tokugawa being connected to drugs. You mean those allegations? That was just some media circus. No one knows for sure. Beyond would be a whole lot safer if we could put an end to Narc. I feel like Narc is gonna be like an important... Don't call me cute again, I hate jokes. Boy, you are kinda cute. Yeah, what is it? Ask about Narc. Even though this is technically Vice, AP handles everything Narc. That's what Gates was saying. We could never deal with something like that on our own. Seems like one hell of a problem. You guys feel the same way, huh? It's not just them. All Beyonds would tell you the same thing. The chief hates Narc more than anyone I know. Why's that? Yeah, since when? Why would you especially hate Narc? I don't know what she's talking about. What is happening? If you could solve the Narc problem, they'd probably give you the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, what did you mean by this, Meryl? If you want to touch these, you'll have to beat me. That's how I decide if someone's good enough for me. Alright, name your terms. How about beating my high score in the shooting trainer? Oh my god, if I beat the high score in the shooting trainer, she'll let me touch her boobs. Shooting? Just so happens that's my specialty. Alright, what do I do? What are you guys starting? Training mode level 2. Any target you want. You get over 550 points, they're all yours. Oh shit, let's go! Keep in mind you need to hit each target at least twice. Over 550 points in the level 2 training mode, huh? Good luck. You'll need it. Save first! I was still a pretty good shot. You're not rusty or anything. I live in OLA. You can't pick up your mail there without firing off a couple shots. If that ain't the truth. You were always good at shooting, I remember. I don't think we'll be pulling the trigger out here anytime soon. I'd hope not. We don't go around shooting up places here. All this is purely for training. The shooting is actually harder in this because in Snatcher, it's like, there's only, what, 9 places on the screen that you can hit. It's like in the upper left corner. It's in the corners, in the, like, poles, and then in the center are the only places you can hit. And so you just have to, like do your best to point in that direction. But here you have to be really specific because it's all cursor based, so you can hit basically any number of places. So she said level 2. I was gonna ask if you had a light gun, but that wouldn't work unless you were streaming from a CRT. Yeah. Did she say training mode? Select level 2. A lot riding on this.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Oh, I think where you hit matters. I've just been trying to hit period.
Reload. Reload. Reload.
No! Yeah, okay, so you need to hit the green circle to get the full 10 points. Got it. Maple really said, no, I don't want to train if it'll just help me save my life, but touching barrels, say less. Okay. So I think I need to, how many of these I missed? Woof. So this is gonna be actually really hard. I think if I had a light gun, it would be easier. Not a bad setup, huh? Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. Okay, let's take a look. That was training modes, man target. Got a long way to go with this kind of score. Shut up, man! It's good you didn't have many misses, but you should try to aim for the center of the targets more. I know, I know. Huh? What?
デイブか。珍しいな。
Dave!
お前がここに来るとは。
賑やかなんでね。トレーニングモードのレベル1か。楽勝だ。
You need us to send you a Saturn mouse? So I can touch Meryl? Dave, you're only doing level 1? Dave. I'm not playing this part. He's playing this part. So he just shot leg, each arm, arm again. Did he just aim off the screen to reload? Like a classic arcade? He did! Leg, arm, arm, arm. Arm. Dave is peak non-lethal, yeah. Arm. You know, like kill shots. Look at him! He's so happy. He's like, yeah! How can you see the target when you're closing your eyes like that? He has so many more left to go. Dave, I get it. I understand. You're really good at shooting arms and legs. I get it. I get it, brother. Impressive. Yeah, it's all arms and legs. Well, crotch on that one guy. Rip. Got worse score than me on the easier simulator.
人は殺さず、最小限のダメージで逮捕することが重要さ。じゃあ、ジョナサン。
Was that it? Can I use this computer to hack in to the Tokugawa system? Let me in. Hacker man. Adjust. What the? I don't have the virtual gun. Watch this be a plot point later on with Kojima, I would be completely unsurprised. What changed your mind? Because I couldn't hack Tokugawa from this computer. Next question. Back to the real world. Do they have any computers? We're back at Vice. I don't think they have any computers in here. Oh no, I'm lost, you guys. Should I talk to my greatest enemy? These terminals display the data sent here round the clock by the operators. There's Redwood. The guy's got one hell of an ego, especially considering he doesn't wear a helmet. He doesn't wear one when he's in an EMPS either. What, they don't come in his size? Apparently he controls them without any kind of assistance. He uses his own eyes and ears, huh? Maybe one of you guys hack for me? Just about the only times they take off their helmets are when they eat and sleep. You hardly ever see their faces. Not grinding Meryl's boobs. I need the assistance of a physical tool. Like a mouse or a Virtua gun. This is what the people call a tool-assisted boob run. I'll be assisted by a tool to touch Meryl's boobs. What if the arcade pad is the play? Yeah, I need the Virtua gun. I have no hope of ever touching the Yiddies under these conditions. So I have to change the conditions. Who do I... Well, he's different. Who do I... It's a hangar for AP's EMPS behind the chief. Our mechanics and systems engineers are all employees of Tokugawa Heavy Industries. Maybe I just need to get, like, yeeted out by security. And then, like, Sadaoki will come down and be like, oh, my brethren or whatever. Why are you here trying to break into my building? Receptionist, what's happening? Why didn't you let my best friend in? My best friend, Jonathan. Why are they so sure that this guy hated Narc? Can I ask for help from any of these guys? That's Bob, one of the front desk sergeants. All he does is talk about people behind their backs. I don't like the guy. He's one of those desk jockeys who thinks his shit don't stink. Okay, Bob, can you get me to Tokugawa real quick? Still can't believe you flew all this way to Seattle. Ha! I still can't believe you won't shut the hell up. He's always like this, trust me. Just let it go. Can I use your computer? No. Those are operators. They possess all the information that comes in here. Our efforts to protect the public are based around this total information network. I just feel like I need to use a computer. I feel like the ID card holds the key, but I don't know how to employ the correct use of the ID card. And everyone, like, they mentioned that Ishida was suspicious, but like, I don't know, I didn't think he was that suspicious. Does she even know your friends / police not buddies that you're a big deal? Yeah, she clearly doesn't know I'm a big deal. Could be a bluff. I'm gonna call that bluff. I'm gonna get myself arrested in this endeavor, and then maybe Meryl will feel really bad for me, and she'll be like, "You can have a single touch." I have to find some way to get to Sadaoki. How about I just climb up the side of the building? But if I get like the suction cups from like Mission Impossible, and I'm like up the side of the building. Alright, it's time to go in. Prop's a good name for it, don't you think? Yeah, but how do we get him to... How do I get Sadaoki to notice me inside? Can I play a trick on her? Oh! Something's happening. It's a multivision showing media related to the Tokugawa group. He said seems like they have something going on. What did he mean? It's an ad for Hotel California. Tokugawa Space Hotel. Do they play songs by the Red Hot Chili Peppers and songs about doing drugs in Southern California by the Red Hot Chili Peppers? It's the world's first hotel in low home orbit. It's a cute receptionist. What do you mean by they have something going on? It's a scale model of Tokugawa's moon plant. Moon plant?
いらっしゃいませ。ただいま徳川製薬新製品発表会を行っていますので、一般の方はご遠慮願っております。
ということは貞興はいるってわけ
Oh,
だ。
I just had to leave and come back. That's a Tokugawa ID card, yes? What about it? Let me in. There's a party. Okay, so the party's in the garden. The party's in the garden. Buildings, facilities. How about this? Check this out. Oh, am I an idiot? Do you recognize this photo? Yes, those are the Policenauts. Do you recognize any particular people in the photo? Like your boss? And the guy sitting next to your boss? Who's standing in front of you right now? I'm going insane! Hi, Grave! Hold on. Papa Moose just texted me. What now? Wants me. He was like, check out Netflix. Thanks. Thanks, brother. Can I can't sneak up because she gets all mad, but maybe if I cause a commotion. Wait, let me save first before I get my ass arrested. If I cause a commotion, maybe he'll come down and be like, what's happening down here? But what's on her tum-tum? Nice skin, very nice. Looks so smooth. She's a cute girl. She looks part Japanese. She reminds me of Lorraine. Okay, get it together, buddy. Holy crap. Move. Let's go! Sadaoki's in the garden! Stop! The building is off limits to the general public at the moment. We're old friends with Sadaoki. Stop it, I'm going to get angry. I don't think I want to test her. I do. Can you please let us through? Sadaoki's a friend of ours. You expect me to believe something like that? Besides, the party is a formal occasion. This is my formal wear. I sleep in it too, right, Ed? It's all purpose. Come on, Jonathan, show her proof we're friends with Tokugawa. I showed her the damn photo and she was like, I can see those are men. More pictures of guns? No. He was sending me pictures of guns yesterday. Now he just wants me to look at Netflix. Lady. Check this out.
これ俺たちなんだ。徳川と知り合いなんだ。ポリスノーツでね。
そういうこと。
Oh my god, really? I did that! I just had to do it in the right order, I guess.
わかりますけど、あなたの方は？
若すぎるか？
ああ、長寿保証遺伝子の手術ですね。テロメアなんとかっていう。
違う。ちょっと寝坊しただけだよ。
So true. The Ace Attorney conundrum. Just show her your leaf. Yeah, check this out. I think the coroner with the blood of 30,000 men on him took my leaf. I'm in a real pickle now. Get in the elevator. Later, bitch.
そのエレベーターで中心部のガーデンへお上がりください。
悪いな。無理言って。
Arigato, boy!
ガーデン内は無重量ですので、宇宙酔いには気をつけてくださいね。
大丈夫だ。今君に会えて夢心地だから。
まあ、お上手。口だけなら罪はないですけど、上で変なことしないでくださいね。それじゃ、ポリスノーツさん。
Me when I'm arigatoing a milady.
リニアモーターエレベーターだ。ホームのロープ牽引式や威圧エレベーターと違って超電導モーターを使っているので、昇降速度、乗り心地、着地精度も優れている。
A linear elevator. All right, beam me up. Beam me up to our rich friend. It's an ad for Tokugawa Shareholder Hour. This game is a vibe and it's also a lot. It's so good. They shoot around the Tokugawa moon plant. There's one every month. Sounds absolutely thrilling. This is the elevator's control panel to the garden. Beep. This receptionist has made Maple swear off beautiful ladies. Just because she has extremely strange short-term memory and is like, sees a picture of me and her boss and then is like, I can't tell you guys are friends. And then I show her the exact same picture again and she's like, ow! We're just really chilling in silence in this elevator. This is a cool view though.
見ろ、コロニー内が一望だ。すごい。この疑似世界を我々人間が作ったんだ。この希薄な宇宙空間に。
人類の生命力は種の進化を超えているかもしれん。
いや、そうとも言えんよ。人類は十分自然の疾病返しを食らっている。今の人類には宇宙はまだまだ厳しい。
That's true.
危ない危険なところだ。
俺たちが今の姿であろうとすればするほどな。
That's my fear of space. It's just hubris.
ここは無重量だ。宇宙酔いには気をつけろよ。
わかってる。もう体が浮いてる。
Look, ma, no feet. Oh, it's 0G. Oh my god, why would you send Jonathan here? To this place?
ここが徳川ビルの 0G ホール。ガーデンか。
まるでハーレムだな。
さあ、徳川を探そう。
I'm literally so happy to be here right now sharing this ridiculous game. Yeah, we're about to get into so much trouble. Yeah, is this your formal wear?
噂によると彼女らは徳川が作り出した再生者リバーサーらしい。
リバーサー？
一種のコピー人間だ。これまでの映画女優やモデルとかの保存されてる遺伝子から全く同じ美人を作り出してるらしいんだ。オリジナルの死後20年経てばリバースの許可がもちろん相続権は認められない。今のところリバーサーはいわば徳川グループの血族同然だ。彼女らには何も話してはもらえんだろう。
Oh, that's suspicious. That's suspicious. Thank you for the bits, awkward dad jokes. Kept you waiting, huh? My brain is going 100 miles an hour. Okay, so they can clone people. They can only clone them 20 years after the person's death. It doesn't say like what their growth rate is like. I'm just saying I was gone for what? 23 years? Or is it 20? No, 23 years? I feel like this is Kojima's goal with all the celebs he puts into Death Stranding, what, cloning them 20 years after they die? Hey, little lady, want to talk to me? I recognize all these faces. Yeah, because they're all dead celebrities. That's kind of creepy, actually.
見たことのない鉛筆だな。
この兵装はただごとではない。軍用の鉛筆じゃないのか?
Its armor is clearly different from the Goddard's. It's been coated with chaff, too. What's that? It's a countermeasure for disrupting electronic equipment. With this, they can turn it into one giant jamming device. A lot of the other machines that use it are also yellow. I'd say you're right, we're looking at a military EMPS. The last thing space needs is a war. Kojima's back, baby. That's a really big gun. You wouldn't want something like this going off in zero gravity. It'll have an onboard computer to suppress the recoil, just like the Goddard. This isn't a lift gun then. What's this? Is a little eye? What are you planning to do with this, Sadaoki? What about his leggies? Okay. Float away. There's a pill? What is that? What's that balloon for? Maybe a model of Hojo's new DDS? Got their pharmaceutical company. What are they doing here? Friends of yours? They're from various mafias on home. Why are they here? Uh-oh. That's what's-his-face Garcia from the Spanish Mafia. Jonathan, are you any good at your job? He's with a triad, but I don't know his name or where he sits. That's Wakayama Kumicho. He's Yakuza. That guy, the old mustache back there isn't anybody? What about the lady? She's one of Tokugawa's escorts? That's some nice service they're getting. Yeah, she's taking good care of them, alright. What are they drinking? I'm guessing that's a cocktail. Alcohol and zero gravity don't mix, but try telling that to someone from home. Surprise Sparkster isn't in this crowd. Those guys don't look like the best of friends. Well, they are from rival organizations. They almost never meet up like this. Must have been an offer they couldn't refuse. Tokugawa symbol. There it is again. It's like, I'm in Mito Komon. What's that? There was this TV show I saw in Japan once called Mito Komon, a period piece. Okay, cool. Cool story, Jonathan. Tell it again. I've seen that guy before. That's right. He's that political hawk that's been making a name for himself lately. He's got a lot of pull in BCP, too. Politicians. I wonder if our boy is any one of these guys. He's a famous young business magnate. There are rumors he's also a drug dealer, but we haven't been able to prove it. He's been all over them since we got here. What about this? What about this lucky fellow? He could be from a hospital here. Looks a little familiar. That pervert's old enough to be your father. He's having himself a good time, all right. That's one of the higher-ups at the ISPA, the International Space Promotion Agency. He's like a kid in a swimming pool. Hey, little lady. Check out those two there. Let's go say hi. They look like regular escorts. Maybe they'll talk to us in that case. Not rebirthers, huh? Let's try calling them over. Oh my god, I get to talk with women. Hey, you too! Oh my god.
何でしょう。
よかった。どうやら好意的のようだ。
やはりリバーサーじゃないようだ。
Look at him go. Liberated from the shackles of gravity. Is that bikini with air pads in it? The kind that enhance the bust? Her. Careful, ladies. This guy has one very abnormal breast fetish. You can't say that about our best friend, Jonathan. Don't listen to him. He's just pulling your leg. Yeah, Jonathan, you get it. You really think I'm that attractive? That's sweet. Go ahead, look all you want. The more you look, the more we know you're doing it right. Or we're doing it right. See, they get it. They're like, yeah, go for it, Chief. And I'm like, wow, thank you. Check this out. I wish I could just disappear into those legs forever. I wonder what size she is. The weightlessness is throwing off my visual calibration. Ask her if you can touch him, then maybe you'll be able to figure it out. I'm running out of material with all these good-looking girls. The stewardess on the space plane was saying the legs always look slimmer in zero gravity, though. What is she holding? What is that? Is that some kind of propulsion device? This is a portable attitude adjustment unit. What? It helps you move around. Oh, was it altitude adjust? It helps you move around a weightless area. I was like, does she just beat you with it if you give her lip? No, it's portable attitude adjustment unit. Oh, I do think she just beat the shit out of you with it. I can't tell. Is that what those mafia guys are having? This is a packaged moon salt. It has a stopper on it to prevent the liquid from escaping. Oh, smart, smart. A battle tambourine. It's like orientation, if I remember right. Attitude is a flying term. Forget what it is. Oh. I assumed. Oops. I assumed it meant like my attitude. In aviation, attitude refers to an aircraft's orientation or position in space, specifically its pitch, nose up or down, and bank, wings left or right relative to the horizon. Okay. I mean, we can read it both ways, I feel like. It's probably multi-purpose. Okay, I need to blow my nose real quick. I'm gonna leave you guys with the view once. Bugs, allergies, I take it spring has sprunked. Yeah, I hate it. Spring's the worst. Spring's the worst. And summer is a close second. I don't like heat. I don't like bugs. I like cold, no bugs. Also, people around here are just way wilder in the summer. A lot of maybe fireworks people shouldn't have. Being shot in ways they should not be shooting them. You're up north where mosquitoes are the worst? Yeah, they're real bad. Yeah. Yeah. Policenauts is a game I wish was just a little bit less 90s kojima, so it could have been more acceptable for a US release. That is true, though I'm appreciating how Koji-maxed this is. Sun's out, ATV's out, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I start suffering in the late spring, and then I am suffering all through the summer. I hate the heat so much. I like it staying late out later. That's one thing I do like. I like it being lighter later, but it's not worth the trade-off. It's not worth the trade-off of like always feeling kind of woozy when I'm outside because I'm super heat sensitive. Let's see. I think I've like exhausted the Yiddy options. Can I look at your hair? Zero gravity just keeps getting better. I wish I could just disappear into those legs forever. What about the shoes? Does Jonathan have anything to say about feet? Nope. Figured I'd try. I can drink. And I yak all over the place. Here you go. Jonathan, you want to be drunk on top of having SAS? I feel fine. Besides, the place is full of doctors. Jonathan. Here you go. Jonathan. I'm just gonna keep going. Do you miss the 10 p.m. sunsets on the West Coast? It's like... I don't know. Like, I liked how late it stayed light, but because of my work schedule over there, it was actually, like, worse. Because I had to go to bed really early, and I had to wake up really early, and because the sun was out so late, it made it harder to go to bed at the time I needed to go to bed. And then in the winter, waking up in the morning, because I had a super early shift, it was like super hard because it basically, I would be awake for like 4 hours before the sun came out. And that was so rough. And even worse, like, I mean, it was still like, the sun didn't come up until pretty late in the summer even, but it just stayed out really late, so it was kind of weird. But I liked it theoretically. I think if I was on a more like normal person schedule, I would have really liked it, but I wasn't, so I was kind of like, eh. I was like, it's too late. Ugh. There's a gentleman's agreement that if you shoot off illegal fireworks, nobody narcs. That said, those who fire them off out of season, temptation is... Well, like, I would never narc on someone for, like, illegal fireworks. It's more that when they're using them improperly, like jackasses who shoot Roman candles at each other. I'm more like, I don't want any of your shit, like, going into my house, you know? Like, if the only thing you're burning down is your own property, I don't care. The second it, like, comes onto my property, we have the biggest problem in the world. Let's see. I live in Cali. I will absolutely narc on anyone using illegal fireworks. Yeah, I definitely, at the end of my Southern California tenure, I definitely lived in a neighborhood where people used fireworks to cover up the gunshots. So every time I heard fireworks, especially ones that exploded really close to the ground, I was like, oh Jesus. Oh god. I live in Texas. Summer is a war zone where the sun is the aggressor in an awful conflict rife with war crimes. Yeah, I feel like I would take one step outside in Texas and I would flop over, dehydrate, become embalmed immediately. Hey, beautiful. What is it, sweetie? I wish I had money to show her. Ask about Tokugawa. Any idea where Tokugawa is? President Tokugawa should be here somewhere. My advice is to keep on looking. You know a guy named called Kenzo Hojo? Hojo? I don't know anyone by that name. Could you try and remember if you've ever met him? I don't know anything about what goes on in the company. Okay. President Tokugawa should be here somewhere. My advice is to keep on looking. Okay. A party! They throw these every now and then to unveil some new product that's coming out. It's turned out to be a drag. I don't know the details. Just enjoy yourself. Her measurements! What are your measurements? My measurements? 34, 23, 35. All measured under 1G. Ooh, ochi mama. Ooh. Ooh. So what would the dimensions of this fine figure be? I just told you. She had that on demand. My number? You don't waste any time, do you? Okay, but are you gonna give it to me? Are you really that interested in me? Girl, yes. Hello? The military EMP has big difference in tone here. What's that EMPS for? Some sort of event? I don't know anything about it. This is the first time I've seen it here myself. I'm sorry, but they haven't told us anything about it. Okay. No, they gotta stay. What about you, beautiful? How's life treating you? What can I do for you? Do you know where we can find Tokugawa? President Tokugawa? Probably saying hi to everyone. He'll be here somewhere. How about you? Heard of Kenzo Hojo? A Mr. Hojo? I've never heard of him. They throw these every now and then to unveil some new product that's coming out. It's turned out to be a drag. Oh, she says the same thing. Okay, what are your measurements? Mind telling me your measurements? What kind? That kind of talk is considered sexual harassment, you know? No. So what the dimensions of this fine figure be? There's so much more to a woman than mere numbers. I like your friend better. Speaking of Tokugawa, if you ever go to Japan, be careful not to confuse the words Yakuza and Jacuzzi. You might end up in hot water with the Japanese mafia. Thank you for the bits, awkward dad jokes, and thank you for the awkward dad joke. This one's for the feet bros anyway. Can I have your phone number at least? Hey, how about you give me a call if you hear anything about Kenzo Hojo? But you don't have a phone, Jonathan! There's a flaw in the plan. Yeah, you're right. Say, how about you give me your number instead? Yeah, nice try. I don't give it out to strangers anyway. Maybe you know what that EMPS is for? I don't know, actually. They didn't mention it to us before the party. Okay, well... Gotta stay for me. Hold on, yeah, let me look at your feet. I see you're not wearing any shoes. You can hurt someone wearing heels in zero gravity. I wouldn't want to do that. There's something incredibly sexy about a barefoot woman. Jonathan's a foot buddy confirmed. Oh no, Jonathan! Okay. Float away. We should get back to looking for Tokugawa. Bye, ladies. Shoutouts to the redhead. I'll keep my eye on you. Oh, who's this? There he is, Jonathan! Wait, who's the milady with him? Let's go talk to him.
Oi! Sadaoki!
行ってみよう。
Is that Chris?
サダオキ、久しぶりだな。
ジョナサン。ジョナサン・イングラム。
お、サルバトーレか。
エド・ジョナサン。
Oh, it's both of them. Holy shiitake.
あら お二人さん。
こちらはドクター・ゴドウィン BCCH の理事長。
クリス、どうして？
奇遇ね。
ところで要件は何だジョナサン。何か嗅ぎ回ってるらしいな。
さすがに情報には早いな。
That's a smoking dress. It was practically made for you. Well, thank you. You really know how to talk to the ladies. You're damn right, Chris. It totally complements your curves. I can finally get a better look at them now, and what a sight it is. Any woman can wear black. When you wear black, you own that thing. I appreciate that, Jonathan. You look dazzling, Chris. Aw, thanks. It's nice to hear that at my age. Well, your advanced age of what, like 27? Oh, don't act like you'll see my wrinkles. This is a nice. That necklace must have been expensive. It was a small gift. God. Imagine. That is so nice. Lavender, right? It's not too strong. Odors tend to hang around in one place in zero gravity. No, not at all. Women on Beyond never seem to wear perfume. It's nice to see someone doing it. Alright, let's talk to our old buddies.
実はあんたんとこの徳川製薬の社員が先月の15日から行方不明なんだが。
うちの社員？誰だね？
北条健三、徳川製薬技術研究所 DDS 開発チーム主任。
北条くんが行方不明。
北条くん。
初耳だ。それで？
What are your thoughts on Hojo's disappearance? Hojo is one of my employees, yes, but I haven't heard anything about him being missing. I don't really know him that well either, but he's one of your employees. Yes, but we have tens of thousands of people working for us on the colony alone. What kind of person was Hojo? I remember he was serious about what he did. Real dependable guy. I ran into him a few times at meetings and parties and such, but that was it. I wonder what's happened to him. Yeah, me too. I'll have someone look into it right away. Seems you were the last person to ever see Hojo. On the 15th of last month, right here in this building, as a matter of fact. The 15th? I've no recollection of that. We haven't had any big meetings down at Pharmaceuticals lately either. I guess it's been maybe 6 months since I last saw him. You expect me to believe that? Or have you gone senile already? I told you, I don't know anything about it. What's this party for? It's a get-together to unveil the latest product from our pharmaceutical division. We've invited various associates and clients. Doesn't look like your average bash to me. What's that EMPS doing here? Go on, enjoy yourself. Don't forget you're at a party. Yeah, but what's the big fucking robot for? I left BCP and took over Tokugawa 20 years ago. I finally feel like I've gotten the hang of things. It's far more entertaining than my previous career anyway. I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. I've got plenty of steam left in the engine yet. What's with that EMPS? You trying to start a war? What's it doing at a party? That's a prototype military EMPS developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries. It's called the Von Braun. It's going to be officially adopted by the military in 2 years' time. We invited several military officials here as well. It wouldn't have been possible without the data gleaned from AP's years of experience. What you see there will set a new benchmark for all future weapons development. We took a look at the visitor log at reception. On the day Hojo disappeared, the 15th, he came here to the Tokugawa building. To meet you. To meet me? Well, I never met him. Are you sure it's not some mistake? Uh-oh. The way I see it, there are two possibilities. Either your staff's incompetent, or you think I'm an idiot. I won't stand here and take that, Jonathan. The new product. I love the era where every single company was called something something heavy industries. It actually reminds me of Xenosaga because I remember there were, I think it was like High Arms Heavy Industries was a company there and they get talked about a lot and I was like, wow, that sounds so cool. What's this new product? It's a new drug capsule Hojo developed, a capsule for both terrestrials and beyonds. Oh, so this is a party for his drug, the guy who you're like, I didn't know him that well. I will stretch, thank you. Ugh. Ugh. My sleep last night's finally starting to catch up to me. I got home and I was like, well, like I got home late, which is why I didn't stream yesterday. And then I was like, oh, I'll read and hang out with Syrup until it's time to get ready for bed. And I opened my book and immediately passed out. And then I woke up a little, I think it was like at midnight, I woke up and I was like, uh-oh. And I was like, well, I'm kind of awake now. And I just could not get back to sleep to save my life. And I wound up just kind of cruising online and like responding to a bunch of messages I've been meaning to respond to. And I was occasionally like, oh, okay, I'll try to go to sleep now. And it just wouldn't take. And finally it was like 4 something a.m. I think that was the last time when I came into the Discord and I was like, it's so over. But actually shortly after that, I finally fell asleep. But then I had to wake up at 7, so I really only got a few hours and then I was awake for like 4 hours and then I fell asleep for another 3 hours and then I had to go to work. And I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good all day. I was feeling okay and not super tired. But now, like, all of a sudden it's hitting me like a ton of bricks out of nowhere. Sounds like a hard time. Poor Maple, you want a dad joke? Always. Did you go down the rabbit hole of Mousetrap YouTube on your, like, what is Mousetrap YouTube? Almost knocked over my drink. It's a new drug capsule Hojo developed, a capsule for both terrestrials and beyonds. It allows you to evenly distribute a controlled amount of a drug throughout the body in weightlessness. Its osmotic pressure system is more advanced than any other drug on the market. It's also extremely heat and corrosive resistant. This capsule is going to be a huge success. Its applications are virtually unlimited. I'm confident it'll surpass every other product in the K-series. The Mafia. You mentioned associates. I counted several people from Holmes Mafia here. Why was there a baguette at the zoo? Because it was bred in captivity? Got him. Thank you for the bits. Bred in captivity. Ha ha ha. Tokugawa is a business. Sometimes that involves interfacing with people like them. But you needn't worry, we're not breaking any laws. Are you sure? I give you my word, Tokugawa is a completely respectable business. We wouldn't go and ruin everything we've worked for, right, Ed? Did you know Lorraine was murdered on home? Lorraine, who's that? Woof! Hojo's wife and my... Sorry to hear that. He has a daughter, doesn't he? I'll make sure she's taken care of. I'll get someone out there tomorrow. That's it. Best to leave it to the police. That isn't something amateurs like you or I should be sticking our noses into. Is that everything? Our friend. You don't seem to have changed much. Guess I always did look kind of old for my age. Whoa.
久しぶりだな、サルバトーレ。ここでお前に会うとは思わなかったよ。
いつからビヨンドに？
ゲイツに聞いたら地球に帰ったって。
今俺は月にいる。今日はパーティーのために古巣のビヨンドに戻ってるだけだ。
どうしてこのパーティーに？
徳川とのしがらみさ。
I'm on the moon these days. Have a lovely evening. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm dead. Nice. Got him. Asked about him. I heard you quit BCP. I just wasn't cut out for it. Police work ain't my thing, to be honest. One day I decided I'd had enough. That was 15 years ago. I was married twice, but neither of them worked out. I don't got any kids either. I'm just here on the side. I only came because I happen to have some time off. Saying that right in front of Tokugawa. It's a little shindig Tokugawa's put together for everyone. Relax and enjoy yourselves. What are you up to these days? Tokugawa got me a job at his moon plant. I'm the head of security there. Glad I ain't a cop no more, but it's not like I got a PhD or nothing, you know? It's pretty basic stuff, just keeping watch over the place. Less pressure since you ain't wearing a badge either. I also oversee the mining and transport operations. Not like we got a lot to worry about in terms of security. I mean, it's the moon for Christ's sake. Place ain't exactly crawling with thugs. The new product. I ain't that familiar with it. Ask Tokugawa. There you go worrying again, Johnny boy. Relax, those guys ain't got a chance here. This ain't their turf. Probably just came to check the place out. The moon plant. It's one of Tokugawa's made-in-space factories. We mine lunar minerals and make drugs and rare metals under microgravity. It's located in Mare Imbrium. Let me know if you're ever in the area. I'll give you a tour. Can I talk to Kurisu? I can smell her again.
まさかこんなところで会うとは。
私もよ、ジョナサン・エド。何かの巡り合わせかしらね。
Asked to dance! Hold on, I'll ask your questions first, but then we gotta dance. I heard it's a launch party for their new drug capsule. I've seen all sorts of people here. Journalists, entertainers, politicians. I'm a little disappointed there aren't that many medical professionals, though. Sorry for being so personal, but what's your relationship with Sadaoki? Well, he's a business partner, a mentor, and I guess you could say my poppy, too. What?
ジョナサン、いいかな。私は挨拶があるんでな。失礼する。
待てよ、貞興。まだ質問には答えてもらってないぜ。
もう話すことは話した。せっかくだからゆっくりとパーティーでも楽しんでくれ。
貞興、おかしいな。
何がおかしい？
北条の失踪、このうさんくさいパーティー。何もかもおかしい。
どういうことだ？
どこまでも白を切る気らしいな。いいか、徳川製薬の看板開発者が行方不明なんだ。会社にとってもあんたにとっても大きな損失のはず。それにしてはあんたらは妙に落ち着き払ってる。
何が言いたい？
匂うんだよ。このパーティー、客人たち、北条の失踪に白を切るあんたたち。
ジョナサン、私を誰だと思ってる？私は徳川グループ3代目の。
そうだ。だからなおさら匂うんだ。プンプンな。
エド、こいつをつまみ出せ。
それはできん。
できん？エド、私の言うことが聞こえなかったか？もう一度言うぞ。この身寄りのない浦島太郎を連れて帰れ。
Rip Van Winkle.
俺が怖いか、貞興。
あまり調子に乗らんことだな、ジョナサン・イングラム。今の私はポリスノーツの頃の私ではない。徳川グループを、この宇宙を動かす徳川だ。脅しか？脅しではない。情けだよ。同じポリスノーツとしてのな。
お前はもうポリスノーツじゃない。金と権力に溺れる亡者だ。待ってろ貞興、お前を切ってあげてやる。その化けの皮を剥いてやる。
So that went well.
どうだ、少しは落ち着いたか。奴らを怒らせると今より動きにくくなるぞ。
奴は何かを隠してる。絶対に北条の失踪やロレインの件に関与しているはずだ。
だが証拠がない。手がかりも。
Back in the
手
car.
がかりならある。
なんだそれ。
たった今種をまいた。もし奴らが何かを隠しているんなら、北条の失踪に関係しているんなら動き出すはずだ。
それまで俺たちの命があればな。
すまないエド、巻き込んでしまって。
いいんだよ。俺もこのまま窓際で朽ち果てるわけにはいかん。それよりうちで飯でも食ってくか。娘の料理は最
Ed is such a bro.
いいのか？
もちろんさ。歓迎するよ。食事は多い方が楽しい。娘たちも喜ぶ。
エド、
それにお前が帰ってきてくれて嬉しい。
Act 2 Astronauts.
ここが我が家だ。
いい家じゃないかエド。
地価の高いホームじゃこうはいかん。30年間の血と汗の賜物だ。北条の豪邸とは比較にならんが交通の便はいいんだ。すぐ近くにリニアレールのサウスガーデン駅がある。リニアレールは浮上走行なんで騒音や振動はそれほど問題にならないんだ。
帰るところがあるのは羨ましいよ。
そうだな。うちに帰るとホッとするよ。さあ、遠慮せずに入ってくれ。
Let's head inside. Maybe I shouldn't like hit on Ed's wife when I meet her. The entrance says a lot about a house, don't you think?
じゃ、入ろうか。
Uh-oh.
あらパパ、おかえり。
おう、ただいま。ゼロ時体操の練習だったのか？
新しいユニフォームなの。どう？
ちょっと見えすぎじゃないのか。
もうそんなことばっかり。素材が決め手なのよ。流行の天然複合新素材。汗の吸収力がいいんだって。
俺は中身の方が興味ありだね。
ほら、ジョナサン、娘だぞ。
パパ、こちらは？
That wasn't even me!
ああ、今日はパパの古い友人を連れてきた。夕食の用意大丈夫か？
ええ、いつも多めに作ってるから。足りなかったらパパの分減らすわね。
勝手にしてくれ。
アナです。
ジョナサン・イングラムだ。よろしく。
ジョナさん、あなたが。パパからよく聞いてるわ。
マーク、パパの友達のジョナサンだ。挨拶は？気を悪くせんでくれ。 マークは精神的な病気なんだ。言葉を持たん。自閉症のようにな。さあな、着替えて飯の支度を頼む。
そうね。このユニフォーム1時以下で試着してると疲れるの。
残念だな。脱いじゃうのか？
まあパパの友達は理解があるわ。
アンナ、早くしてくれ。
わかったわ。
困った娘だ。親をバカにしとる。
That wasn't even me. That was all Jonathan.
いい子じゃないか。
さあ、ジョナさん、ゆっくりしてくれ。疲れだろ。
Sorry about the things I said to your daughter. You really did get old, my friend. Yeah, things haven't exactly been easy the last few years. What's up? She really is a nice kid. I'm so proud of her. I know I can count on her. She takes after her mother. She'd been bugging me for that bag on the chair there, so I finally caved. They go for a lot, but it was the least I could do. See that poster on the wall? She's pretty good at zero-G gymnastics. She gets her athleticism from me.
マークはエドの？
見ての通り、マークは肌の色が違う。
As you noticed.
マークは養子なんだよ。マークはある事件の生存者なんだ。その時に本当の両親を失っている。
そうだったのか。
The incident.
キャサリンが亡くなった暑い年だった。ナーク中毒者が正気を失って家族を襲うという事件が起きた。中毒者は自分の妻をナイフでメット付きにし、息子まで巻き添えにしようとした。俺は現場に居合わせ、その子を守るために男を射殺した。その子の目前で。ああ、俺はあの時から銃を抜けなくなったんだ。デカとしては命取りだよ。マークはあの事件のショックで口が聞けなくなった。両親が目前で殺されたんだ。あの子のショックは相当なものだったに違いない。
さっき自閉症とか言ってたが、精神的なショックでは自閉症にならないんじゃ。
ああ、正確に言うと自閉症ではないんだ。わかりやすいと思ってな。緘黙症とか言うらしい。無理に話そうとすると痙攣するんだ。無言症とも言われるらしいが、マークは言葉では自分を表現できないんだ。マークは一日中絵を描いてるか古い映画を見ているかだ。
マークとはうまくいってるのか？
いや、俺のことを父親としては見てくれてないだろう。
そうなのか。
マークは俺を憎んでる。
エド、いつかは心を開いてくれるさ。
そう思いたい。しかしマークは。
焦ることはないじゃないか。時間をかければ話せるようになるさ。エドはマークを
愛してる。
Aww.
なら気長に待つことだ。
I love you, Ed. I've been to several doctors, but apparently it's not that easy a thing to get over. I gave Mark a graphics tablet to try and give him a way to express himself. One of his drawings is on the wall there. Take a look at it sometime. I thought maybe he could communicate through pictures, you know? I don't know how much difference it's making. She's the reason I stuck it out here. I miss her every single day. There's a picture of her on the stand there. After we got married and had Anna, she quit her job and started working part-time in a weightless area. She eventually developed kidney stones because of it. Part of the calcium that your bones lose in weightlessness collects in the kidneys. How do you treat something like that? The only thing they could do for her was a kidney transplant. But there was a serious shortage of organs back then, even greater than today. 80% of people on the waiting list died before a donor was found. It must have been terrible to have her die waiting for a transplant. Yikes. Oh, but she died waiting for, so organ transplants coming up again. She has everything around the house now that Catherine's gone. I owe her a lot. She must take care of Mark as well, right? Yeah, Mark's never opened up to me. Man, Ed has it rough. While she was waiting, she had to go on dialysis every 3 days for about 4 to 5 hours. She eventually developed amyloidosis because of it. That's when deposits of amyloids accumulate in your joints and tendons. It's extremely painful. I couldn't bear watching her suffer like that. You probably know that your immune system is considerably weakened in microgravity too. Freaking... Our boy Ed has suffered. So you got the picture of his wife. Oh no, that's... It's not a picture of his wife. But it could be. I really miss those days. Everything just felt so right. I've still got this picture too. You made a copy for me. So young. Look at that stud. Look at you. You look like you walked straight out the photo. You're his wife now. There she is. That's my wife, Catherine. She passed away 5 years ago. Nice earrings. Those are her favorite earrings. Anna has them now. Nice lipstick. She really turned some heads back in her day. I couldn't do anything for her. I promised her we'd take a nice long trip to home after I retired, just the two of us. Oh, Ed. Show me the expensive bag.
アナの誕生日に買ってやったんだ。あの有名な LS の超高級バッグだ。
そういえばロレインも持っていたな。
This is the in thing, apparently. I don't have a clue when it comes to this stuff. You can see it says L's on it. It's the real thing. L's is based on Beyond, so they're cheaper to come by here than home. They're a popular item with tourists. So it's the real deal. I wanna like, can I open the bag like a bad person? Get a lot of counterfeits floating around these days. You hungry, Jonathan? Shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, I'm hungry. We had this poster made from a photo of Anna. This was when she came in second in the ribbon event at a zero-G gymnastics competition. Look at her. That's my girl. Good thing she didn't get her looks from you. That would be one fugly poster. Be nice to your friend who's been through so much. You'll be here all week, huh? Jonathan, please. Food's late tonight. Wonder what's taking so long. Should we check, or can I just keep poking around your house awkwardly? What the hell?
この絵はコンクールで入賞したんだ。
何で描いた？
ああ、子供用のグラフィックノートだ。ピクノ8。これはそのデータをプリントアウトしたものだ。
しかしこの風景は地球のものらしい。
Is this pig flying?
用意ができたわ。パパ、どうぞジョナサン。
Hold on, I need to look at this weird moon. This is the moon. It's a crescent moon. Thanks, Jonathan. Got two airplanes up there. Is this a horse? It's got wings. Is it supposed to be a Pegasus? Is this meant to be Mark? That's what his doctor says. It looks like he's trying to tell you something. 2 planes. These are airplanes. You don't see planes here. These look like skyscrapers. Judging from their size relative to the mountains anyway, I was gonna say they look like graves to me. Some kind of trees. They look like ones from home. You don't get trees this size on Beyond.
ジェット機といい、ビルといい、木といい、すべて地球のものだ。
そうなんだ。マークの想像がなんだが、マークは一度もホームに行ったことがないんだ。まあ、20世紀の古い映画の影響だと思うんだが。
マークのような子は地球で療養した方がいいのかもしれんぞ。
そうだな。
Alright, let's get that delish dinner. Go to dining room.
ジョナサン、飯に。
Chow time.
さあ召し上がって。
That looks so good. What is this? This is tempura. Seafood is hard to get here, so it's a little different from the tempura on home. It consists mainly of micro-organic proteins. These look like they just came out the air, or just came out the fryer. I almost said air fryer. That's unohana, also called okara. It's soybean curd. Oh yeah, there seems to be an awful lot. Yeah, I think I made too much. Those are vegetables grown in Beyond's agricultural ring. They're ultra high pressure sterilized, so they're fresher than heat sterilized ones. They don't use any pesticides or chemical additives here. They'd end up polluting the less. They don't need to use them. We have virtually no insects that would damage any crops. This is a type of calcium food made from crushed eggshells. It's a condiment. Is that a real thing? This is artificial salt made from ornithine and taurine. Natural salt contains sodium ions, which are bad for you, but this salt is perfect for eating. This is Odin. I was about to ask if it was Odin. Basically, it's a bunch of things mixed together. That's true. It's popular with the Japanese cuisine boom going on right now. There's a lot of steam coming off it. What are you having? Not eating very much, are you? It's hard work keeping a nice figure. I don't want to overeat. Don't worry about me. You go ahead and eat. So what's the deal with these plates? They've got sensors in them that record the number of calories and portion sizes. They beep if you go over the amount you've set them to. I feel like a damn farm animal. Go ahead and eat something, Jonathan. Yeah, well, I want to like look at everything. Is this caviar? Yeah, but those aren't sturgeon eggs. That's artificial caviar made from seaweed. Don't worry, it tastes the same. You mean the kind made with sodium alginate or whatever? What is this? Sorry, the caviar thing reminded me. The caviar thing reminded me a few years ago, Papa Moose got some caviar for Christmas. I forgot who gave it to him. It was like either Mama Moose or a family member got him caviar for Christmas. And so he ate it. He ate it Christmas night, and I was like, okay, good night, everyone. And I went upstairs and I went to bed. And then I woke up in the middle of the night to like the worst noises I've ever heard in my life. It was like Papa Moose was like vomiting, but also like screaming while vomiting. Like I just hear like through the walls, I just hear like ah! And I was like, what the fuck is that? And so I went and I was like, you good? And he was like, I think the caviar made me sick. And I was like, oh, okay, do you need anything? He was like, no, I'm good, just leave me alone. I was like, okay. So I went back to bed like as best I could. And the next day he looked like shit. And me and Mama Moose were like, so the caviar gave you food poisoning, huh? Like, that sucks. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm pretty sure it was the caviar. And we were like, well, that's the only thing that only you ate. We ate everything else the same. And we're both perfectly fine. So yeah, it was like definitely the caviar. And he was like, but we're not sure it was the caviar. It could have been something else. And we were like, no. It was definitely, let's be scientific about this. It was definitely the caviar. And he was like, let's just see if it was the caviar. And then at night he ate more. So I go to bed. And again at like 2 in the morning I just hear through the walls. And I was like, come on, man. To test the hypothesis, yeah. The next day I was like, you think it's the caviar? He was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the caviar. Like, what? A scientist through and through. Yeah, I just remember like the second night when his scream throwing up woke me up. I was just laying in my bed, just like staring at the ceiling. I was just like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That seems about right. Should have given it one more go just to be sure. He was like half considering it. He was like, well, maybe like I've gotten past whatever the bad part of it was. And Mama Moose and I were like, throw that shit away. Demands only the finest of evidence. Oops. Yeah, that's like all I can think about now. Whenever I hear the word caviar, my brain just immediately goes to when Papa Moose willingly food poisoned himself. Repeatedly. Another reason men don't live as long. That's calcium milk, one of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' functional foods. Is normal milk not calcium milk? It's got casein phosphopeptides in it, so it's a good source of calcium. Though to be honest, it's actually soy milk. Okay. Soy milk titty mom? That's a soybean and seaweed stew. It's packed with calcium. Alright, Jonathan, what are we eating? Why are you holding back, Jonathan? Eat as much as you want. I made plenty for all of us. I wonder if this one's got sensors too. Yeah, why am I smoking at the dinner table? Get that out of there. My trademark!
タバコ吸ってる人なんて初めて見るわ。
吸ってるんじゃない。加えてるだけだ。
元ポリスノーツなのにどうして？
そうだ。あの頃はタバコを吸ってるだけで閃光から漏れた。
それじゃあ。
理由なんかない。
I'm so suspicious of the smoking thing. Why are you holding back, Jonathan? You've barely touched your Sonic Curry. It's so gross. Every time I see the Sonic Curry, a shiver runs down my spine. I want this tempura.
よし、一つ食べてみよう。
なんだこれ。
You don't want to eat 70% blue food dye? Not really. Maybe I'll try some of the Odin.
よし、一つ食べてみよう。そうだな。じゃあこの厚揚げをいこう。なんだこの味。たまたま食べたネタがいけなかったのかもしれないな。じゃあじゃがいもはどうだ？このくらいでは味がわからない。もう一度。確かにまずい。本物だ。
He hates all the food! Yeah, let's drink the milk.
飲んでみよ
Bottoms up! Yeah, I'm not really an Odin guy either. I particularly don't like the gray stuff with the gelatinous texture. Make sure every food has dialogue. Can I just eat like the eggshells? I can. Doesn't have any taste to it. You should mix it in with something else. You're right, this is totally bland. Veggies have to be safe.
う。食べてみよ
う。なんだこれは。
No one has suffered more than Jonathan.
食べてみようか。
まずい。
Maybe it's not that the food sucks, that Anna's cooking does, maybe. Isn't that like konyaku or whatever? Yeah, it's konyaku and I hate it. I don't have a lot of food that sets me off texture-wise. Like, I'm very unpicky for the most part. The things that I kind of wind up avoiding, I don't like coconut shavings or like the dried coconut you tend to get in like acai bowls or whatever, because the texture is so tough that it's less that the texture like squicks me out and more that by the time I have finally chewed them enough where I feel like I can swallow them, my jaw hurts. So I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with coconut. I don't mind coconut flavor. It's really the texture of coconut that bothers me. I like coconut milk and stuff. But then konyaku for some reason is like the one food that's ever really sent me texture-wise. I'm not sure what it is about it. It just like it has the consistency of, I'm trying to think of the right thing, because it's not Jello. Jello's way softer. It's a really, really firm Jello. Like it's definitely gelatinous, but it's like, it's really springy and elastic gelatinous, which I hate. And then it also doesn't really have a taste, so you just kind of get this like, it almost feels like you're eating something that's not meant to be eaten, you know? Like you're eating like something that says on the package, like not for children 3 years or under. It's like, I've never really had that with food, but for some reason konyaku, just eating a school eraser, yeah, it tastes and feels like that. And I think it's the combination of the lack of taste with the texture just makes my whole body be like, should I be eating this? Even if I know it's okay to eat, it's just my body's like, no, man, no. I know this pain though. Someone tells you, oh my god, I'm such a good chef. Then you try their stuff and you're like, how do I tell this person to try spices? I love potatoes, but I can't do mashed potatoes. The textures makes me gag. I love all potatoes in any shape or form, but I can kind of see that. It's like a brick of liquid cement. Yeah, there's just like something wrong with it. And I feel bad because it is like a staple food in Oden, but I can't do it. I would go out to I mean, my host parents would serve it quite a bit, and it was the only thing I ever left on the plate, and they were like, you're not picky about anything. They were like, you just don't like this, huh? I was like, no, I don't. But then when I would go out to like izakayas with my classmates or whatever, and they would just order like oden for the table to share, and they'd be like trying to separate it out equally for us to eat, I would be like, no, someone can have this one. I don't need it. All for you. How we feeling, Jonathan? Find something you like yet? Mazui. So, wait, I just told you to try the forbidden blue food.
キャビアか。食べてみよう。これがキャビアか。
Jonathan's gonna get a t-shirt that says Tummy Ache Survivor on it. Well, I don't know if there's anything you liked on the table, Jonathan. That's rough. It's a neat little gadget. He carries it everywhere, huh? Pictures are Mark's only way of expressing himself. Yeah, what's the deal with the food? You want to clue me in on this? Hey, Ed. I'm listening. Ask about the cooking.
エド、いつもこれを食べさせて。
まあ、キャサリンが死んでからな。
同情するよ。
なんか言ったジョナサン。
あ、いや、なんでもないよ。
Sweet Jesus! This is just delicious, honestly. I'm sure you can eat more than that, can't you? What do you think about everything that's happened? Well, we haven't really got any physical evidence or leads. But I'm with you, the whole thing stinks. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is hiding something. Whoa!
エド、本当にいい家族だな。
俺の唯一の自慢だ。ただ、マークのことはあるがな。
大丈夫さ。時間が解決してくれる。
だといいが。
Something tells me he's already dead. That's the impression that I get. That guy followed Lorraine all the way to home. She must have known something too. You think they'd go after Karen? It doesn't look like she knows anything. She's probably safe. As long as she doesn't do anything to arouse any suspicion. It looks like this thing goes way beyond Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa himself has to be involved too. Oh, he's definitely involved. They're how to proceed.
さて、これからどうする？
奴らも動き出すはずだ。徳川の出方を見張ろう。
どうもこういうじれったいやり方は性に合わない。
仕方がない。ここは OLA じゃないんだ。
I talked to his daughter. You're really cute, Anna. You look just like your mother. Be cool, Jonathan. Try telling my dad that. Wait. And about to soft lock you. My stomach may be full, but I could still go for a piece of this. J-Town, no! You say something, Jonathan? I most definitely did not. I'm telling you, keep your hands off my daughter. J-Town, no! Hey Anna, that caviar is pretty good, huh? Yeah.
アナ、好きな人いるのかい？恋人とか。
おらんおらん。
もうパパったら今まではいなかったけど好きな人できたわ。
こら、こいつはダメだぞ。
どうして？
一緒に同行して分かった。やっぱりこいつはスケベだ。女と見ればすぐに声をかける。
エド。
Don't you even joke about eating her again! He knows! He knows! Do you always do the cooking? Yeah, I love to cook, but on Beyond, nutritional balance is more important than taste, especially when it comes to calcium. Try to do both, maybe. Tokugawa will put up recipes on BeyondNet every day. It's not that hard with those around. Damn you, Sadaoki. One more grievance to the list. I won't let you leave until you eat some more. Bad, bad news. Do you like school, Anna? What's your major? You do any sports? Yeah, it's great. I go to UCBC. My major is bioethics. As for sports, I do zero-G rhythmic gymnastics. I've got plenty of friends. All girls, though. How does calcium fit in with your diet here? What's important isn't so much the amount of calcium, but the balance between the calcium and the phosphorus. If there's too much phosphorus, your body won't be able to absorb the calcium. Tastes like a backseat, huh? Can't say I subscribe to that philosophy. I do zero-G rhythmic gymnastics, so I always try to make sure I get enough calcium. Well, blacks have naturally higher calcitonin levels anyway, so it's not as bad for me. It's the coolest sport around. There's friction between the Zero-G Gymnastics Association and Beyond's Board of Education over the calcium loss issue, though. Its critics say it isn't good for kids since we're still growing. I saw your poster. Don't worry, that thing's gonna take off like you won't believe. It's even better than mud wrestling. Jonathan! Jonathan! For as bad as I am, Jonathan is always worse. There's only one stadium on Beyond. It would be nice if we had some more. With all the advances in science over the years, like organ transplantation and genetic modification, we've entered territory some say is reserved for God. We study other issues as well, like artificial fertilization, surrogate mothers, cloning, and the relationship between comas, persistent vegetative states, and organ transplantation. It's a field that's gained a lot of attention since the turn of the century. I think that's enough talk for now. Eat up, Jonathan. Yeah.
ああ、遠慮せんとな。お前は俺と違ってまだ30代だからな。
エド。
エド。
はい、ブラウンです。え？どちら様ですか？ええ。はい。はい、そうです。お待ちください。 パパ、ビデオフォンよ。ちょっと変なの。音声信号だけでカプセルのことで話したいって。
カプセル？はい、エド・ブラウンだ。誰だ？
誰でもいい。あんたらの損になる話じゃない。いいか、よーく聞け。AMM に来るんだ。あの探偵も連れてこい。北条健三のことについて嗅ぎ回ってんだろう。
どうしてそれを？
なことはどうでもいい。来るのか来ないのか。
わかった。AMM だな。
いい話が聞けるぜ。AMM のパイオニアの前だ。
パイオニア？
来ればわかる。俺の名はナインスターズ。じゃあな、ポリスノーツ。
Definitely not a trap, yeah.
ジョナサン、撒いた種が芽を出したぞ。タレコミだ。
餌にかかったか。どうだ？
AMM 宇宙飛行士記念博物館。
すぐ乗り込もう。
待って、全部食べてからにしてよ。まだ時間はあるわ。冷めちゃったけど。
アナ、ごちそうさま。美味しかったよ。
ジョナサン？
また今度。
もう知らない。
行くぞ、ジョナサン。
誰だろう？
行けばわかる。しかしあのビデオ本、聞いたことのある声だった。
いいタイミングでタレコミが入って助かった。アナには悪いな。
お前はいい。俺は毎日だ。毎日わけのわからんものを食わされてる。
エド、お前が作るよりマシだろ。再婚でもするか？
これ以上厄介はごめんだ。
なら我慢するんだな。
ここが宇宙飛行士記念博物館 AMM だ。
タレコミ屋の指定場所にしては賑やかだな。
週末だから観光客も多い。その方が安全だと思ったんだろう。
信用して大丈夫だろうか。
ここで思案してもどうにもならん。さあ、そろそろ約束の時間だ。指定の場所へ急ごう。
Oh. Sorry, I got super sleepy. Maria, thank you so much for the raid! Thank you so much! My name is Maple, I'm a moose. I like playing lots of different types of video games. Right now we're playing Policenauts. A Kojima classics. We're Kojimaxing right now. I just accidentally fell asleep. I don't think it was that long. I think I dozed off for like a second. We saw your body stop moving. I got so tired. Oh. People not getting enough women harassed to keep brewing. I think I missed some talking, but I can watch my own VOD. I can watch my own VOD, make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see who the person who's luring me here is. For certain a trap, but I might have to go to bed. I'm so sorry. The building is modeled after Kennedy Space Center's vehicle assembly building. The scale and interior are totally different, but its outside appearance is an exact recreation. Streaming retro. Wait, what were you playing? I thought it looked familiar. Launch Complex 39. We went to Kennedy once for part of our training, remember? There's the main entrance there. What about tickets? Admission's free during the anniversary celebrations. Can we just go in?
それじゃ入場しよう。
博物館か。ワクワクする。
Makes you feel young
期
again.
待するな。タレコミ屋に会いに来たんだぞ。いいな。
Show me who the... Ooh, there's a bunch of people in here.
呼ばれているロビーだ。
なるほど。でかいサンゴだな。
Oh, but we don't know who the one is who called me. Well, this one looks suspicious over here. It's a young girl. Looks like she's here on her own. She's looking for something on the information board. She couldn't be the informant. Okay, never mind. What about this sketchy looking guy? That guy there keeps looking around. Maybe he's waiting for someone? His girlfriend, maybe? I bet a number of people come on dates here. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. I doubt he's the informant. What about this old broad? That's an AMM guide. A lot of them are just school kids working part-time. Okay, she's a school kid. The broad is a school kid. That boy looks like he'd be in middle school or so. He's looking at that plate. He couldn't be the informant. And then who is the informant? Maybe the cop? He's an old man. He must be at least 80 or so. He looks really interested in everything. Maybe being here has brought back some old memories? This is an emotional place for terrestrials. He doesn't seem like the informant. Okay, what about the copper? He looks like a college student. He's studying that capsule there. That's Project Mercury's Friendship 7, which carried the first American into orbit around home. Astronaut Glenn's mission lasted 4 hours, 55 minutes, taking him around home 3 times. This is in pretty good shape for something that old. This is only a replica. The real one was burned to a crisp, but it re-entered the atmosphere. Doesn't look like he's the informant. Is there another receptionist for me to talk to? It's a kid. Looks like he's asking something in information. Maybe he's lost? I can't picture him being the informant. It's a guide girl working reception. We could try asking her about the place the informant mentioned. Here we go again. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Go to bed with a pure heart and mind. And then next time we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we come back to Policenauts on Friday. Uh-huh. We'll see what happens. Nothing's gonna happen. Right, little lady? Nothing's gonna happen. Hope next time we end with a woman. No tiptoeing around this. I'm not tiptoeing. Look, I'm standing on her. This is completely different. It's completely different. Let's see. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. So I'm gonna be doing... What am I doing? I'm gonna be doing, I'm so tired. I just looked at OBS and I was like, oh my god, did my model crash? I'm gonna be doing Mario Galaxy, more Mario Galaxy tomorrow on YouTube. And then on Friday, I'm gonna play more Policenauts until D&D, because we have D&D I think Quinn said it was gonna be a shorter session, maybe. But I'm gonna play Policenauts right up until it's time to cook. So we'll get a few more hours of Policenauts in, and hopefully I won't get super lost and messed up by a lady who wants me to say and show her things in a very specific order again. Yeah, I'm feeding hungry Lumas tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot 100,000 stars directly into their tum-tums. Let's see. Let's see. Arigato, milady. Well, because we were talking about Elder Scrolls 4 and Oblivion and playing Oblivion. Let's go. We'll see Kuragi play Oblivion. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Mario Galaxy. I'm gonna try to sleep. I say try as if I'm not gonna pass out instantaneously when I hit my bed. It's gonna be so fast. I'll see you tomorrow for Mario Galaxy or Friday for more Policenauts. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night or your morning, your afternoon, or whatever serve you are. Right up until someone calls you for Final Fantasy 11, real. Real and true. But have a good rest of your night, and Otsumus!